Storytime. Abandoned Carnival by Peony by Tuxedo_Sam15. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Abandoned Carnival. As the waterfall flowed in the glistening sun, Vea, Lara, Charlene, and Brielle went on a walk. Stamp, stamp, what a beautiful day. I'm sure nothing can go wrong, said Maria happily. They kept on walking. As they were walking, they saw something hiding between the hot and beaming sun. It looked as if it was Maleficent's lair. It looked like they had owned it. Wow, it's an abandoned carnival, said Brielle. They all decided to go inside. When they went inside, they decided to split up for special reasons until... screamed Charlene. They were all terrified. They quickly gathered together to find Charlene. They looked and looked and looked, but there was no sign of Charlene until they saw a dark, thick shadow behind a secret passageway. The shadow looked tall and buff. A few seconds later, the dark, thick shadow disappeared. Screamed all three of the girls. They were all brave enough to agree to go through the passageway. Inside the passageway, there were cobwebs. They're not just any cobwebs. One touch, you're dead. They kept on walking. They found their friend on the ground. Until they found their friend on the ground. They were all petrified. They quickly carried her out of the passageway and ran out of the carnival. Their hearts were pounding. They didn't even know what to do. They were too scared to ask for help, but they had to do something since their friend was on the ground. They weren't doctors, but they did know how to do CPR. They were training to be doctors. Suddenly, there was the same dark and buff shadow appeared. Soon, then it disappeared. Rapidly, it started to repeat over and over again. The girls ran for their lives. At once, they lost the shadow. They decided to take their friend to the hospital. She seemed okay for a few seconds until she fainted. The heartbeat on her stopped beating. That meant she wasn't breathing. No sign of her life. They were all devastated. It was too hard for them to watch their friend die right in front of their eyes. A few seconds later, the doctor came in. The doctor was shocked. Her started crying. Charlene was her best friend. Her one and only best friend. She couldn't hold her tears back any longer. She was way too scared and sad. Charlene and Nevaeh were inseparable. Nevaeh saw Charlene as her sister. They grew up together in a small village in Australia called Alice Springs. Charlene would always tutor Nevaeh. Charlene was the smartest girl in the whole school. A few days later, they went to Charlene's funeral. Nevaeh made an announcement. I was with her before the tragic incident. She was full of joy and she was my best friend. I wish we could meet again someday, said Nevaeh sadly. Very stable. She instantly regretted her decision in going inside the abandoned carnival. So did her friends. If they did agree to go inside the abandoned carnival, none of this would have happened. Also, they wouldn't have to deal with the tears of sadness. A few days later, Nevaeh wanted to watch TV. She was watching the Women's World Cup until Charlene was all over the news. The reporter said, "This girl right here in this picture has sadly passed away. It was a tragic incident. Her name was Charlene. Everyone who knew her said her smile was the brightest they've ever seen. She would always tutor her friends. Sadly, she's no longer here with us to this day. She was born on November 8th, 2008. She was a bright teenager. They learned to never go to the Magic Carnival ever again. It was a really tough day for the girls, especially for Charlene. The girls were heartbroken when they saw their friend die right in front of their eyes. For them, it was really disturbing, but who was the tall and buff figure in the carnival? They still didn't know who he was until the lights flickered in their houses. Again, one by one, the tall and buff figure started staring at the girls while they were sleeping peacefully in their beds, probably having some sweet dreams. To be continued. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys in a future video. Bye!